Cody barely survives Sami. Sami pushes Cody to the edge. Smackdown shock, Cody survives. Was Cody outmatched? Fans stunned by Cody versus Sami. What if I told you Cody Rhodes walked into Smackdown looking like the unstoppable face of WWE and walked out looking like a man who barely escaped disaster? And what if Sami Zayn, the same guy people keep underestimating every single year, quietly proved in one night that he might actually be the most dangerous star on the entire roster right now? Because that's the strange feeling fans had after SmackDown ended. Not excitement. Not even shock at first. It was confusion. The kind of confusion where you sit there staring at the screen thinking, wait, did Cody actually survive that by skill or by luck? And trust me, there's a massive difference between the two. Before we get into all of this, if you enjoy these deep wrestling breakdowns and chaotic WWE discussions where we overanalyze every stare, every near fall, and every little piece of backstage drama like detectives with too much free time, hit that subscribe button and leave a like. Seriously, it helps a lot. And honestly, after this match, we all deserve emotional compensation. So let's talk about what really happened here, because on paper, Cody Rhodes versus Sami Zayn sounds simple. Two fan favorites. Two emotional storytellers. Two guys who know exactly how to make crowds react to every single move. But this did not feel like a normal television match. From the second Cody walked out, something felt different. Not bad. Just tense. Like the crowd already knew they were about to witness something bigger than WWE probably expected. And Sami Zayn? Oh man. Sami looked completely locked in from the start. No smiling. No goofy underdog energy. No playful antics. This version of Sami looked dangerous, focused, and calm, like a man who had finally gotten tired of being praised as great without actually being treated like a true top-tier star. WWE fans love Sami Zayn, but let's be honest for a second, people still treat him like everyone's favorite side character instead of an actual main event threat. This match felt personal for him, and Cody sensed it immediately. You could see it in the opening moments. Cody usually wrestles with this superhero confidence. Big entrance, big smile, huge reactions, fireworks practically exploding every 5 minutes. But against Sami, he looked careful, almost cautious, like he understood one mistake could ruin the entire night. And honestly, he was right. The opening minutes were smooth and technical, but underneath everything there was this layer of aggression slowly building. Sami kept targeting Cody with quick, sharp attacks, constantly forcing him to react instead of control the pace. That detail matters because Cody normally controls the emotional rhythm of his matches. He likes to slowly build momentum until the crowd is fully behind him. Sami never allowed that comfort zone to exist. Every single time Cody started gaining momentum, Sami cut him off with something nasty. A stiff elbow. A sudden counter. A vicious clothesline. At one point Sami launched Cody into the corner so hard the crowd instantly let out that loud OOH sound wrestling fans always make when somebody's spine almost exits their body. Every wrestling crowd on earth somehow makes the exact same sound. It's universal at this point. Then came the first major turning point. Cody went for one of his signature setups, trying to rally the crowd behind him, and Sami instantly countered into a near fall so believable that people genuinely thought the match was over. The camera caught fans jumping out of their seats in shock. That was the exact moment the atmosphere changed. Because suddenly everybody realized Sami Zayn could actually win this match. Not maybe if WWE wants a surprise. I mean genuinely win. And Cody realized it too. His expression slowly changed. He started looking frustrated, slightly panicked. At one point he rolled outside the ring and stared at the floor for a second like his brain was trying to recalculate everything happening around him. It was subtle, but those little moments are what make wrestling storytelling work. The match stopped feeling scripted and started feeling dangerous. And that's where Sami Zayn becomes special. Sami has this weird ability to convince you he's seconds away from either pulling off a miracle or completely falling apart. Sometimes both at the same time. Watching him wrestle feels stressful in the best way possible. The man sells desperation better than almost anybody in modern wrestling. And Cody deserves credit too because he leaned perfectly into the chaos. Instead of trying to overpower Sami completely, Cody started wrestling like a survivor. That's the key difference. He wasn't dominating. He was adapting. There were moments where Cody looked exhausted just trying to keep up with Sami's unpredictability. That's not something we usually see from him. Normally Cody feels untouchable, like WWE's chosen hero carrying the entire company on his shoulders while dramatic music plays in the background. But on Smackdown, Sami dragged him, and Cody nearly drowned. There was another sequence midway through the match that had fans completely losing their minds. Sami countered Cody again, hit a massive move, and the referee counted 2.9. Not 2. 2.9. The kind of kickout where half the audience starts celebrating before realizing the match is still continuing. I swear wrestling fans lose years off their lives during matches like this. And can we talk about the crowd for a second? Because they were incredible throughout this entire thing. By the middle of the match, the audience was emotionally split. Half the fans desperately wanted Cody to survive while the other half started believing Sami might actually pull off the upset. That tension made every single move feel bigger. That's when wrestling becomes magical. Not because of flashy moves or giant entrances or expensive production. Wrestling becomes magical when thousands of people become emotionally invested in uncertainty, and this match had uncertainty everywhere. Then Sami started getting more aggressive. Not reckless. Aggressive. There's a difference. He started throwing attacks with real anger behind them. You could almost feel years of frustration pouring out of him. Every close loss. Every missed opportunity. Every time somebody called him great but still looked past him when discussing the true top stars of WWE. It all showed up in this performance. And Cody looked genuinely stunned by it. At one point Sami trapped Cody near the ropes and unloaded strikes so fast the crowd grew louder after every single shot. Cody's face told the entire story. He wasn't dealing with the lovable underdog anymore. He was dealing with a man trying to prove he belongs at the absolute top of the company. And honestly, Sami already belongs there. If you agree, leave a comment below because I know I'm not the only one tired of people acting surprised every single time Sami delivers an incredible performance. The man has been doing this for years. At some point it stops being surprising and simply becomes undeniable. But here's where the match became truly fascinating. Cody started surviving through instincts alone. Not dominance. Not overwhelming offense. Survival. That creates a completely different energy. There was one moment where Sami looked seconds away from victory. The crowd was exploding. Cody was barely standing. Sami charged forward, and somehow Cody countered at the absolute last possible second. Not smoothly either. It looked desperate, messy, and exhausted, which somehow made it feel even more real.